Okay, welcome everybody to sprint one. So this is the first sprint of Battlecode this year. Why we're gonna do this is we'll start with the Java tournament. So we run the sprint against anyone who submitted a bot, and we'll show the top 16 teams to save time. I think there's like 100 something teams. So if we,
We'd be here all day. I get
yeah,
that.
um, but these will all be posted online after we're done. So if you can feel free to go look at those and see how you guys did in the bracket and whatnot afterwards. But yeah, and then after this, we'll do, we had two Python submissions. It's a Python tournament. So we'll watch them face head on.
Guys, if you're doing Python, please submit your bots, even if they're bad.
Yes, true. All right. So let's get started. So this is round 5 out of 8. We'll start on round 5 and we'll just keep going up. So let's just get right into the first game. So first game, we have Super Cow Powers versus Stay Gold. I think Super Cow Powers was our first seed for this tournament. So they're up there pretty high. Let's just get right into it. So Super Cow Powers playing on silver. Right off the bat, taking care of a defense right there on the bottom left side.
Looks like both teams are building towers pretty fast, but Super Cow Power is already a bit in the lead there.
Yeah, pretty quickly taking a lot of territory here. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty short game.
Although this game does go to 2,000 rounds. Oh, no.
No, it's just
not.
like it's just a visual
That's
thing.
not how the UI works.
Yes, not to spoil it. So that was a pretty quick game by Super Cow Powers. This is a much smaller map. This is Justice. Pretty hard for pathfinding because there's a lot of there's only like 2 ways to get through to each side. But once again, Super Cow Powers is just going through and obliterating, getting in territory as fast as possible.
Wow, only 121 rounds.
Yeah. I think this will be a pretty quick game, but we'll see. This map's much more open. We'll see how these teams fare on this one. Super Cow Powers building lots of money towers at the bottom there, opting for money economy. Nope, only 2 paint towers. I guess 3 now, but very quickly dominating on the top side. Yeah, that'll be a quick game. Super Cow Powers taking the first game of the series. All right, now we have Immortal Jellyfish versus Blue Dragon. So all these rounds, all the maps for the first round, like for this round will be the same. And then as the rounds progress, we have different sets of maps. So these are all maps we've never seen before. Okay. So we have Immortal Jellyfish on the silver team. Looks like Blue Dragon opting for a more of an aggressive strategy, kind of going up right away, capturing more territory.
Still, both teams pretty much equal in terms of coverage at the moment, though.
Yeah, the cover graph, they're definitely fighting. Going back and forth
Trading
there.
places.
Lots of fighting in the middle. Looks like Emerald Jellyfish is doing taking up some territory in the top left right there. Getting a bit of a lead. Building some splashers now. If they can take in with that on the front line, they'll be able to do a lot of damage.
Looks like Immortal Jellyfish maybe making a bit of a comeback. Seems like they're both locked in combat at the moment.
Yeah, we can see the chips too. They're both building a lot of units. Let's see. Is anyone getting the upper hand here?
It does look like Immortal Jellyfish has more units, though.
Yeah, Silver definitely pushing through just a little bit at a time here. We're going to see Jellyfish taking the first round. All right, back again on Justice. This might be a quick game depending on how these teams play. Blue Dragon with the rush might have an upper hand here because it's a small map. Blue Dragon getting pretty close to that 70% limit. Might take the game here. Blue Dragon takes the first game, putting the series 1-1. Sorry, second game. Okay, back on money. Pretty open map. More similar to the first one than the second one. Blue Dragon's rush strategy paying off though. But Immortal Jellyfish able to hold a pretty strong defense here. Not for long though. Blue Dragon comes through and takes 70% of the territory. It's now 1-2. Can Immortal Jellyfish make the comeback?
Looks like Immortal Jellyfish has a significant lead in terms of resource patterns. Blue Dragon is building them, but it seems Immortal Jellyfish is more efficient here.
Yeah, Immortal Jellyfish turning the game on its head, moving in that top side. Blue Dragon's not able to defend. 2-2. Let's see who takes the 5th game of the series. Here we have Under the Sea, another very large map. Not too much going on here. So we'll see how these team strategies perform on these large maps. Probably even so far, but Immortal Jellyfish is able to methodically push down and push back Blue Dragon's units just enough and to capture that third game. Congrats, Immortal Jellyfish, for taking this game. All right. Now we have Clogwell Mog, which they were past winners of the high school division versus Silicon Geese. Back on Mirage.
Immediately looks like Logomog taking up quite a bit more territory.
Clogwell Mog aggressively pushing the territory just immediately takes 70%. sweeping through the map there. Back on Justice. Is the audio good? Small map. Silicon Geese building a defense tower. Seems to be holding off Cloggle Mog relatively well.
Haven't seen many of those yet.
Yeah, not doing too much though. Silicon Geese not building quite enough units to defend, although
About equal territory, but Silicon Geese seems to be missing a lot of its towers for some reason.
yeah. Cloggle Mog not taking great advantage. Looks like they're getting stuck up there in the pathfinding. Not really able to get through. The defense tower once again holding off pretty well here. But Silicon Geese playing very passively. I'm not sure if this is going to work out well for them. Looks like Cloggle Mog just slowly moving in over time.
Still in a bit of a deadlock on this map, though. Oh, not anymore.
But yeah, Cloggle Mog just barely getting through that 70% just from the top corner. All right, it's 2-0. Can Silicon Geese make the comeback? Let's find out. Once again, Clog making the aggressive strategy, pushing in as fast as possible with splashers, kind of just getting a lot of territory really quickly, and we'll take that game very quickly. So we're seeing some pretty good rush-based strategies doing pretty well so far right now. But congrats on taking that game. All right, next game we have Asteroid versus Hodemice. Let's see.
Some
Asteroid,
interesting use of markers here. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with those. It's not marking the pattern necessarily, but we do have like this little circle around the towers.
yeah, definitely interesting what's going on there. Hodemice did a pretty aggressive rush strategy. Didn't really work, but now they have massive tower control. That's very interesting. The resources are off the charts, but they don't seem to be going for that much territory right now. But
really only using splashers to claim territory, but using soldiers to mark the towers. Very interesting strategy.
Very interesting. Was able to overwhelm Hodemice though. All right, back on Justice. Looks like Hodemice, the nav getting a little confused up there. Should watch our pathfinding lecture. Asteroid, once again with the strategy of just putting splashers through, seems to be capturing a lot of territory. For some reason, neglecting though these wide open areas of territory, but still works out for them. Takes a second game. On to the third. We'll see if Hodemice can make a comeback. I'm not sure if Asteroid's strategy will work well on this big map because Hodemice might just take more of the open territory here.
Both teams seem a little hesitant to expand quickly, like some of the other teams that we've seen.
Yeah. Hodemice though left with no towers is definitely going to lose this game here. Not able to do much with no income. And that'll be the game. Asteroid taking that with very interesting strategy. All right, now we have Baby Ducks, who I believe was our second seed, versus Just Woke Up. Let's see how they do. Baby Ducks playing silver. Once again, building a lot of money towers. Not really too concerned about paint economy here. Going up and just filling up the map so quickly with their paint. Just absolutely obliterates in only 200 rounds. Very impressive. We'll see how they play on the smaller map. Building an SRP, interesting. They built an SRP and the tower basically at the same time, getting both
very
economy
efficient.
boosts. Yeah, very efficient there in the top right from Baby Ducks. But Just Woke Up defending pretty well with splashers. Just Woke Up will take this match on the small map. Baby Ducks not performing quite as well. Very interesting. Let's see who takes the series though. Once again, we're back on a bigger map. We'll see if Just Woke Up can defend Baby Ducks' very aggressive paint strategy here. Just Woke Up doing extremely well though. Here you see a lot of middle territory being claimed. Coverage graphs definitely fighting, although Baby Ducks getting the upper hand here.
Yeah, it seems like Baby Ducks just kind of wins in terms of economy in a lot of these games.
Yeah, if you can beat them fast enough, you'll win, but if you give them too long, their economy is just too strong. On to our next map, Salty Pepper. We'll see if Baby Ducks or Just Woke Up can come back on this map here.
Baby Ducks very quickly drawing lots of patterns, whereas Just Woke Up really just using the primary color here.
It Just Woke Up so far behind. No towers, no resource patterns. This game's
29 active boosts for Baby Ducks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not much we can do about that. Baby Ducks will take this game, this series. Congratulations. All right, next game, Brute Forces versus Immutable. Both teams are also very high on the seeding, on the ranking, so we'll see how they do. Brute Forcer looks like very exploratory strategy right off the bat, taking towers in the top corner.
Some robots do sort of seem to be stuck, like circling a ruin though, where they're not able to build a tower. There's the tower.
Immutable though, Immutable moving in, taking advantage of Brute Force's kind of scattered pathfinding right now. Moving in with their gold paint, getting pretty close to that 70% right now. Brute Force are just kind of unable to defend there. Not much going on. They have some soldiers, but soldiers trying to build some resource patterns in the top left. Helping out a little bit. It looks like Yeah, Brute Forcer had some patterns, but just not quite enough. Immutable just over the overwhelm. Take that game. All right, back on to Justice. Let's see how they do on the small map here. Looks like
Both teams off to a roughly equal start here.
and we see Brute Forcer with some aggressive strategy moving into their opponent's territory. Gets quickly taken out, but they are making some headway here. Not much progress being made, though. Both teams looking pretty even. The map's almost 50% covered, although Immutable making some splashers go through that little center area.
Yeah, the small map really tends to shake things up. Originally, the map didn't have that gap in the middle, and it caused a lot of deadlock issues, and we improved on that. Always some very interesting outcomes on this map.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks like Immutable is taking good advantage of that middle area, although they have a strange wall of moppers that they can't seem to get through, but it was just enough to get their 70%. Congratulations. We have Immutable with 2 games. We'll see if they can take the third, or if Brute Forcer will be able to come back. Back on the bigger map. Both teams looking pretty even right now in terms of both economy and territory right now. Immutable making a little bit of progress, but losing some of that to the side areas. Brute Force will be able to move in on the right and left side at the same time. Those moppers doing a lot of work up there. Brute Force will be able to just push through. On to game 4. This map has some interesting reverse paint at the initial state. Both teams seem unable to deal with it, although it looks like Brute Forcer is slowly getting rid of that gold paint. Both teams with just massive amounts of boosts right now. Brute Forcer has double the amount of boosts and defense towers up at the top side. I don't know if Immutable will be able to push through that.
Massive group of robots in the center of the map here.
Yeah, absolutely massive amounts of robots here. Yeah, Brute Forcer pushed through with just 70%. Absolutely massive number of robots. It's kind of hard to beat that right now. It's 2-2. Is Brute Forcer going to be able to make the comeback with the reverse sweep? Let's find out. Back on Under the Sea, another really big map. If this game goes similar to the last one, we'll have a lot of stalemate. We'll see if any team can get the upper hand here. Looks like Immutable right off the bat, getting the upper hand, pushing through the middle. But Brute Forcer's insane economy just kind of pushing
Once
through.
again, insane numbers of robots on both teams.
Yeah.
Basically, no way for either team to push through that massive wall.
Yeah, so like there's a little bit of deadlock going on here. Yeah, both teams have
Very interested to see where
50%
this one
coverage.
goes.
The coverage
We
is,
might have our first tiebreakers match here.
yeah. Oh, it looks like
Brute Forcer slowly. Oh, yeah, they're stuck.
yeah, both teams just have absolutely massive like paint networks using those moppers to push paint from the back to the front. Both teams unable to do
Cleared
anything.
every single square on the board will be filled with robots.
But it looks like Brute Forcer has the coverage advantage right now. They will win on tiebreakers if this keeps it up. There's some fighting in
Very
the middle
slowly
area,
pushing forward.
but no one's able to do anything.
Looks like it'll be tiebreakers though.
Yeah. Brute Force are taking that final game with a very interesting final match. Congratulations in a reverse sweep on that one. All right, now we have Bird versus Monkey, the age-old battle.
Bird very quickly taking over the entire map.
The Bird is absolutely demolishing Monkey there. Only 175 rounds. Let's see what they do on the small map, though. So we see a lot of these rush strategies not work quite as well on the smaller map. Bird coming in, but getting mostly defended by this mopper here. Looks like they're getting a little confused. I don't know what's going on up there. What are they just fighting over the one tile? Bird just able to push us a little bit through with those slashers and get the 70% though. Let's see game 3.
Once again, it seems like Verb just expands slightly more quickly.
Yeah. Burb expanding out, Monkey not able to do too much to defend, not quite enough economy, and yeah, Burb will take that in a quick 3-0 victory. All right, down to our last game for the round 5. We have Sloppy Joe Pirates versus C Sharper. Let's see what we got on this bigger map. Looks like neither team opting to build many robots on the top area, those top towers. But C Sharp are able to kind of circle the whole map with their bots up there and get a lot of coverage. Although Sloppy Joe Pirates, with his economy advantage, just doing a lot better here. 10 boosts versus 0. Pretty hard to defend against that. Look on the smaller map, back on Justice. Let's see what happens. We have Sharper marking these tower patterns, but not building too many bots, although they have all their towers set up right now. Looks like Sharper is opting for more money towers here.
Slowly pushing through on the top.
Slowly pushing through. Yeah, Salvador Pirates defending decently well. Although Sharper is getting kind of stuck in the bottom. Looks like the pathfinding kind of broke in the bottom side of the map. We'll see if they're able to get through, but Pirates is seemingly able to kind of defend up there and then push through as like a little reverse attack.
Yeah, there's a lot of wasted paint and all those moppers at the bottom that could have been used towards attacking.
Yeah. Looks like Pirates will take this match maybe. Yeah, I think the poor units are all just stuck down there, completely unaware of what's going on upstairs.
Poor guy just going in circles there.
Yeah. Although somehow they are defending pretty well. Oh, interesting. C-Sharper pushed through with some moppers, able to mop up a lot of the territory on the right side. Will we see a comeback here?
Seems like Sloppy Joe hasn't realized that all of that paint is just gone now.
Yeah, Sloppy Joe kind of letting that.
Starting to fill it
Oh,
again.
here we go. Yeah, coming back with that. Yeah, not much. Very interesting game here. Not much is.
Honestly, this could really come down to a 50-50. I don't know if either team really deserves to win this one.
See what happens here. Yeah, looks like we're getting tiebreakers. Who won that one? Sharper wins that one just barely at the last minute with that paint coverage just going barely above Pirates. All right, back on the bigger map. Both teams taking up 50-50 pretty quickly. No one's really having any splashers. Oh, Pirates just building some splashers now. Going in with those onto Gold's territory. Definitely doing some damage up there.
Sloppy Joe has much better economy at this point.
Yeah.
The game.
All right, 2-1. Let's see. We'll take this fourth game. Once again, both teams going pretty 50-50, although Pirates is taking a much better control over the top area. Attacking that money tower.
Also, so many more resource patterns. It's not even close in terms of resources.
Yeah, resource pattern just absolutely obliterated. Pirates taking the third game. Congratulations. Taking this one.
Max, you want to go?
All right, on to the next round. Now we have top 8 teams. First up, we have Super Cow Powers versus Immortal Jellyfish on a new map, third. This map is a lot more tighter areas. So we'll see how these bots are able to navigate through these smaller areas. Looks like both teams handling it reasonably well. Cow Powers, though, just kind of going through and just demolishing Gold's territory. Not much.
Jellyfish seems to be stuck in the bottom corner, and they lost.
Yes, a valiant effort. Now we have seen a new map, Catface. This map is very small and has not many walls compared to the other ones. Pretty open. We'll see how these teams fare. No one's really opting for a really aggressive strategy here. Although Cow Power is moving in on Gold's towers right now. Destroys one of the money towers. That's gonna be pretty devastating. Cow Power is with the splashes moving in on Gold's territory.
Looks like Super Cow Powers really isn't focusing on the top right at all, but I think they're still gonna win.
Yeah, obliterates the last tower there and takes the victory. On the third game, Gears. This map is very large with lots of interesting things going on here. We'll see what these teams are able to do right away, but we see both teams making good advantage of resource patterns, building as many as possible. Although Cow Power is doing decently better, significantly better actually. 52 resource patterns versus 6. This is not going to go very well for Jellyfish. Yeah, it takes the game right away.
Wow.
Jellyfish is not being too aggressive, and Cow Power is taking the third game. Congratulations. All right. Now we have Foggle Mug versus Asteroid back on this first map. Both teams starting their initial economy. I think Asteroid a little confused about that silver paint down there.
There's a bunch of robots just moving around, not really doing much, but maybe they're just like, oh, maybe they're trying to attack the tower at the top right. I'm not sure.
I wish what was going on here.
Yeah.
Clog pushing through though. Lots of splashes and moppers coming down, just obliterating all the gold paint. Not much left for Asteroid to do. Asteroid seem to be very low on chip economy, although they have a lot of chips right now. I'm not sure what they're doing. Must be low on paint, although their paint tower seems to be pretty. I guess they were low on paint.
Wow.
Yeah.
4,900 chips. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, next game. Asteroid going for a very aggressive strategy on these small maps. Opting to take these upper towers to kind of put Clog on the back foot. Clog, though, defending and taking out one of those towers up there. But Asteroid is just dominating the top area. Clog has no towers left. That's not going to be good. Just skip ahead here. I don't think they're able to do much.
Asteroid just takes The
Asteroid
vast
takes it,
majority of the area.
putting it at 1-1. Let's see. Clog just kind of going in right away, though, taking this entire bottom half of the map almost. Coverage is definitely imbalanced right now. Asteroid has no bots.
They have a bunch of towers though,
There
so
we
maybe
go.
they have a chance at it.
Now we see some moppers and splashers coming in. Now Asteroid's coming in to take some territory. Bouncing up the coverage graphs here.
The interesting thing is Asteroid doesn't seem to have any resource patterns. Not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah, Asteroid not taking strong advantage of resource patterns here, opting just to go to rush territory. Looks like it might actually work for them. They're getting really close to 70%. Clog has just no units left on the map. I don't think they're going to be able to do much. In fact, other towers are gone as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Asteroid just kind of neglecting the patterns and just opting for destroying towers. Seems to be working pretty well for them. All right, here on restart, new map. Kind of two separate areas here. Clog, building out their resources in that top section. Still only has one tower though. Asteroid once again coming in and just taking out Clog's towers.
Asteroid completely filled up the bottom arrow with towers.
Yeah, once again, Clog left with no towers. That's very tragic. Asteroid will take that game. Congratulations. Gotta make sure you're using those defense towers, prevent those rushes. All right. Next game will be Baby Ducks versus Brute Forcer. Let's see how they do. Oops, that was way too fast. Let's start that one over. Oops. All right. Let's see. Baby Ducks, once again, with their aggressive strategy, their economy is just so strong, just really quickly takes that game. Brute Force are not able to do too much there. Let's see how they do in this smaller map. Catface, we see aggressive strategies work pretty well here because the towers are so close to each other at the beginning of the game.
Looks like both teams are getting a bunch of towers immediately. They're also taking up almost 50% of the area now.
Yeah, both teams pretty even. Looks like both teams have some interesting marking strategies. Looks like they're marking where the resource patterns are. But Baby Duck's kind of able to move in at the bottom side, take out Brute Forcer's towers. And yeah, Brute Forcer, that'll be that game. Just not able to quite defend. All right, back on gears. Both teams doing pretty well in terms of resource patterns, although Baby Ducks just kind of owning those resource patterns right now, just doing so much better in terms of economy.
They're just mass producing units. Now they have a bunch of towers.
Yeah,
And
Baby
they
Ducks
want-
just methodical and efficient, just absolutely demolishes the opponents. Very interesting strategy. All right, last game of this round, we have Burb versus Sloppy Joe Pirates. Looks like Burb is a little confused and stuck in the corner there, but sort of figures it out. Sloppy Joe Pirates doing a great job at taking up a lot of this territory. Definitely going to hit 70% very soon. Takes the first round. Back on the small map. Another team is being really aggressive. Another team being really aggressive here, although we see Pirates kind of looking for some of that exploration up there. Finds the ruin, does take the tower.
Burb is trying to push through in the middle. Looks like it's working.
Yep.
Don't have any towers near there though, so
Yep.
we'll see if their units get destroyed or not.
Yeah, Burb does push through, sort of on the back foot in terms of towers, but is being aggressive enough that I think Pirates is kind of getting cooked up there. Pirates does lose their tower, and Burb is taking a lot more territory. It looks like Burb will actually come back in this game, putting the series at 1-1. Back on gears. Sort of a slow start here. Burb focusing on resource patterns right away here. We can see 4 versus 3. Economy is a bit better, although both teams pretty even on coverage right now. Burb decides they have enough resources and starts going for an attack, taking up this whole middle area. That'll get them really close to 70%. Pirates is kind of trapped in this on their little corner, just unable to push through Burb's territory. If Burb just pushes in that bottom right corner, they can definitely take this game here.
Sloppy Joe Pirates didn't really take advantage of the towers they could have gotten at the top right.
Yeah, Burb's units just kind of stuck down there. The splashers are just going in circles. I wonder if they're out of paint or like, I'm not sure what's going on down there. But just kind of getting stuck, and the Sloppy Joe Pirates takes advantage of this weakness and just absolutely demolishes units and pushes through and takes the game. Not sure what went on there. All right, back on a restart. Both teams doing a pretty good job taking of their little sections, although Burb doing a way better job at building towers. All towers built in that little top section there. Going to put them at a massive advantage.
The resource pattern seems about even right now, but chips are fluctuating a lot. People are spending them fast.
Yeah, spending fast. Burb though, with the starts getting an advantage up here with all those extra towers. Definitely taking advantage of it. All those splashes down there just kind of demolishing through Pirates' territory.
Burb just has way more units in general. That's crazy.
Yeah, it'll be hard for Pirates to come back here. Yeah, Burb just getting so close to that 70%. Yeah, I think that'll be the game.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, Burb taking it, putting it 2-2. We'll see who takes this last map on Money Tower. Once again, it's a medium-sized map, but it's pretty closed off. We'll see if the teams are able to kind of take advantage of these little side channels to put their paint down. Looks like Pirates is doing that. Pirates finds the side channels. So did Burb, filling up those sides of the map there. Both teams looking pretty even, but Pirates is taking advantage of this territory in the bottom side. Hit 70%.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Pirates, on taking this game. That was pretty close series there. All right. Next round, we have Super Cow Powers versus Asteroid. So we're down to the top 4 teams. All right, this is a new map here. We have Garden World. Pretty big map with very interesting rune placement. Pretty linear placement, kind of not really scattered as we've seen before. We'll see how the teams kind of handle this. We see Asteroid opting for this very interesting like painting around their tower only strategy. Cow Powers moving in on this. Doesn't really seem to phase them. Taking out Asteroid's towers.
Super Cow Powers is somehow expanding diagonally to the top right, or at least they were before. And they're also expanding bottom left. And looks like they're taking up most of the area.
Yeah, Cow Powers just dominating here. We see one of Asteroid's towers still alive up there, just kind of hiding. But I don't think it's going to be enough to save them. Yeah, Cow Powers will take that with territory.
Yep. Next round.
Next round, Ugly Sweater, another new map here. This one's similar to the ones we've seen before. It's pretty scattered ruins placement. Asteroid taking quick advantage of the middle ruins here. I think they would do much better if they were able to get some more territory expanded, but Cow Power is just coming in with the splashers and just obliterating. Asteroid not able to do much. Taking the second game. Especially because you can't communicate without, the paint. Once you start losing your territory, it gets pretty tough. All right, onto a new map again, Smile.
Super Cow Powers again, just taking a huge amount of territory. Except it looks like some of their robots are stuck.
Yeah, robots getting stuck up there and unable to pathfind through. Asteroid just leaving all this territory on the table. I'm very curious what their strategy is. Building up some towers, though. They have a lot of towers, but just not having enough resource power is going to put them massively on the back foot here.
Looks like both teams are heavily using splashers. They're
Yeah.
trying to attack each other right at the edge of the paint boundary.
Yeah, but Cow Power just has so many splashes, they just get overwhelmed. And Cow Powers will take this next game in the series. Congratulations. All right. Now we have the last game for this round: Baby Ducks versus Sloppy Joe Pirates. Let's see. So we're back on Garden World. We'll see if Baby Ducks' economy strategy pushes through. Yeah, I mean, just immediately they're able to just demolish, take advantage of those resource patterns, and just sweep through the map pretty quickly.
Pirates left their tower at the top right completely undefended. That's probably why they lost.
All right. Pirates taking more advantage of territory here, building up those resource patterns, but once again, Baby Ducks just doing a great job at managing their economy well. Just unable to defend, taking this game super quickly. We'll see if Pirates can come back, but we'll see here. Once again on a bigger map.
Both teams getting a ton of territory immediately.
Yeah, we'll see if this initial boost of resources from Pirates can help them, but Baby Ducks just has so many units here. Both teams building up massive amounts of units, splashers everywhere. Baby Ducks is overwhelming and getting 70%. And they will take this game in the series. Another quick game. Congratulations. All right, on to our last game. I think this is our fastest sprint in a long time. Games this year are pretty quick. Let's go. We'll go slow on this one. Super Cow Powers versus Baby Ducks are number one and number two seed in the tournament. We'll see who does well in this one.
Really tiny map.
Very tiny map, racetrack off the beginning. Both teams doing pretty well at the start, getting territory here. Baby Ducks, with their classic resource pattern strategy, although both teams pretty even on resource patterns right now. No one's really had a massive advantage here. Super Cow Powers Baby Ducks moving in for some attacks. Seem to take out one of Baby Ducks' towers. Sorry. Super Cow Powers' towers. Baby Duck's moving in here on the bottom side. Yeah, Cow Powers is just kind of on the back foot here, just playing defense while Baby Ducks moves in and attacks.
Cow Powers is not even making new towers at the top. It's really interesting. You're just trying to push through in the territory.
Yeah, Cow Powers just kind of Cow Powers at a massive disadvantage here. There's no ran out of chip towers or money towers. I think that's gonna be the game for them. They won't be able to come back here. Yeah, I mean, Baby Ducks moved in and captured those towers really quickly and just unable to come back from Super Cow Powers. Very interesting game here. Once again, we are on a new map. This is Fossil. Kind of a medium map, similar to Ruin Spread that we've seen before. Both teams starting off seemingly pretty well. Cow Power is looking to explore on the top side. Baby Ducks opting to be more conservative, although sending a couple units down to scout. Now we see a bit more of attacking on Baby Ducks. Baby Ducks just arbitrarily decides to start attacking and just absolutely goes in. Cow Powers with no defense towers, just unable to defend these massive rushes. Both teams with similar numbers of boosts, although Cow Power is losing all their boosts now because Baby Ducks moved in. Yeah, Baby Ducks taking that game. We'll see if Cow Powers can come back on this third match or if that'll be the tournament. Let's see here.
Baby Ducks immediately making resource patterns at 2, 3. Cow Powers is not making any yet, but we'll see what happens. Oh, there we go. Now they are.
And Baby Ducks is really optimizing for resource patterns here. Going for that extra resource boost. Although they only have a couple towers here. Cow Power is definitely on the back foot in terms of towers. They only have 2 right now. I don't think Cow Power is doing a lot of large scale exploration here.
There's a huge difference between the number of chips. Cow Powers is way more, but maybe that's just because they're not spending them as fast.
Yeah, I think because Cow Power is building any towers, there's just no chips being spent. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Yeah, Cow Power is just kind of on the back foot here in terms of towers. Baby Ducks building up their massive economy. Although both teams have very similar amount of resource patterns, I think because Baby Ducks has more towers, they'll do a bit better. We'll see if Cow Powers' defense that will hold strong. Looks like Baby Ducks getting ready to move in here. Cow Power is taking a bit of a middle area advantage here, though. Kind of trying to go for a little attack on that left side.
Baby Duck's building a huge number of units, and some of them are getting stuck, but it looks like most of them are getting through. And
yeah, Baby Ducks
congratulations. Baby
takes that final game. Congratulations. A very interesting strategy. Yeah. So that was sprint 1, guys. Congratulations on submitting your bot, even if you didn't make top 16. Like I said, we'll have like the whole bracket posted. You guys can watch how your bot did. Very cool. And congratulations, Baby Ducks. We do have one, as I mentioned before, we do have one. We had 2 Python submissions. So we'll quickly watch their game against each other. We'll see. We have Goats versus Wheezy Easy. Let's see who takes this mini series here. Let's see, right off the bat, Goats doing a pretty good job building building tower patterns. Builds those towers right away. It looks like Wheezy Easy trying to build some towers here. Gets a splasher going. Almost able to build that final tower, but Goats doing just a better job here of kind of building out their bottom territory and towers. Not really doing not much of an offense though. We'll see when they start attacking here.
Goats is now trying to take some of the towers, it looks like, at the top, which is interesting. Not really going for territory here.
They're definitely pretty passive from these teams here, although Goats just have a massive advantage in terms of units and territory now. We'll see if they can take the final percentage here. Get speed it up a little bit. Yeah, a lot of these units just kind of being wasted down here. But definitely have an advantage as they inch closer to that 70%. Let's see if we get tiebreakers or if we get to 70% early here. Yeah, it seems like another team really opting to be super aggressive, although Goats will take the first game because they have more territory. Let's see how they do on this map. A bit bigger of a map. Both teams filling out the territory pretty quickly. Goats seem to be a little bit better at building their towers right now, although Weezy doing a pretty good job. Weezy sending in a splasher, but gets pretty quickly obliterated.
Both teams are trying to build towers at the same spots, it looks like. They both marked.
Both got the markers down there.
Both marked around the same ruins. We'll see who gets them.
Yeah, pretty passive gameplay here, but We'll see if either team can push through with any amount. Looks like both teams is kind of opting to build resources rather than attack.
Wheezy might be able to get the 3 towers. They got one of them. They're marked with both numbers, but
But yeah, Ghost with just a little bit more of aggressive strategy was able to take just a little bit more of the territory for the second game.
Yep.
We'll see what they do on the third game.
are in a larger map, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do any. They seem to do a decent amount of exploration. I think they just kind of avoid the enemy territory. Looks like they're getting stuck in this little box of enemy territory there. See if they're able to kind of break out of that. Goat's actually on the back foot this time, kind of not able to make many towers for some reason. Wheezy easy, massive territory advantage right now.
What's interesting is neither team is really taking that much advantage of resource patterns. There's only 3 for Goats and 0 for Wheezy.
Yeah, Goats did actually make an attempt for resource patterns, and this can be helping them a little bit, but just the passive strategy, not able to explore far enough out to find the territory, and Wheezy easy taking this game actually. Putting the series at 2-1. We'll see if Wheezy can make the comeback.
A bunch of towers being made immediately. There's also some which are marked with both numbers again, just really interesting.
Yeah, Goats definitely has a good economy going here. We'll see if they can use that to their advantage this game. But it looks like we'll probably get another stalemate here unless someone can push through.
Goats is gradually gaining territory.
Yeah, Goats getting a little bit Wheezy easy with some splashers pushing through some of that, but Goats still has the territory advantage here. We'll see if they can take this, or if Wheezy easy can defend just a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like Wheezy or Goats will take that final game. Congratulations on winning the little mini Python series. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the sprint tournament. Thank you guys for coming today. I hope you enjoyed your first week of Battlecode. Expect some slight. So the way we usually structure things is every sprint, like after the first sprint, we'll release some balance changes. We'll look at the game, see what we want to change a little bit, and then we'll make some changes either tonight or tomorrow. And you guys have the next week to work on improving your bot, implementing the new changes, and getting ready for the next sprint. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys there.